Export media, effect and publish. I said very little about the render, and there are a lot of interesting points here. When we press Export Media, Ctrl+M, the render window will appear, where there are a lot of possibilities. In particular, how does it work? First of all, we have such tabs as Source and Output in the window that appears. They are similar, but the difference is huge. Let's say we select the QuickTime format and preset PAL-DV in Output. Source shows what the original sequence looks like. Output shows what the original video will look like. We see that we have new fields. We can track such thing. Next, here we can set the interval that we want to calculate. We can calculate not the entire sequence, but a certain interval. Also, we can calculate the sequence. If we have markers in and out here, then they can be used as borders for export. Further, here we have many different formats. The first row is the containers under the word format. For example, if we need to calculate only the sound, then we'll choose waveform audio or MP3. If we have a video, we'll choose anything. Of course, the main ones are H264 with various presets and MOV, QuickTime, with GoPro Cineform or with ProRes. Each codec has its own settings. Let's say if we take H264, it will have its own video settings that can be changed, frame rate, bit rate, etc. The main thing is that there are various tabs that do their job too. Let's say we can apply some LUT from those that we have installed in Premiere in the render process. If we go to the Effects tab, it will apply some sort of LUT over the entire video that we export. Next, we have an image overlay. We can select an image so it becomes an overlay for this video. For example, we need to send the video for verification, and the video needs to be labeled somehow. We just take any picture, let's say this one, and we make it semi-transparent. Any image can be an overlay, so that, for example, no one steals it. Or at least you can find out who stole it. You can output the name as a sequence name, a file name, or just abstract name. For example, some studios make such overlays when they give a video to someone to view, but I not recommend to do such things. Further, the overlay timecode is a very convenient thing when you output for people who are not very actively working in normal programs, and they should comment on the video. They always have a timecode on the screen, to which they will refer their comments. They may tell you to remove a problem at 54 seconds. So, they write it on a piece of paper and send it to you. Of course, there are more advanced ways of transmitting information, but everyone works as they know how. Sometimes it's necessary to display the timecode directly on the screen. Next, Time Tuner is an amazing thing, absolutely unique. It's magic, really, and I still don't understand how it works. Let's say we have 32 seconds in our sequence right now, but I can enable the Time Tuner. Enter here the target duration of 30 seconds. So it will make me a video for 30 seconds. It won't be clear where it cut off these 2 seconds. Let's say you need a video for 30 seconds, but you have for 31 seconds. So you don't know what to do. Or you have a program that is 42 minutes 35 seconds long, and then there are the criteria that the program should be 32 minutes and not a second more. You will have to either find where to cut out those 35 seconds or turn on the Time Tuner. It will do it for you. Somewhere it will speed it up, somewhere it will compress it, somewhere it will speed up the frame. The timbre of the voice won't change, and no defects appear on the video. It uses AI to detect static frames and finds a place where it can change something. Hence, the desired timing is obtained. There is a video limiter here that refers to limiting the video signal. We can limit the video inside the project, as well as on the output. This is a TV thing, so that the signal in the master doesn't go above certain values. Our clip level is 150. Compression before clipping is 3%. This setting is enough for programs to pass the OTC, but you need to test it. Then we have loudness normalization. That's a good thing. When we parsed the sound, there was a normalization of the signal volume over the average volume interval. This checkbox allows you to lead the sound of the whole program to the loudness standard of EBU 128 on the final. It will make a target loudness of -23 LUFC, and you won't have strong slack. Now this feature, the things that sound engineers used to do in other programs, is available in Premiere. You need to check the box here when exporting, and our average volume is leveled. What else is useful in exporting? Let's analyze the Publish tab. Another good thing is that you can publish your video after exporting it. You can check the box, for example Facebook, so its next function will be to upload your video directly to Facebook. You can choose YouTube, log in into your account, write a description, choose a playlist, etc. After the program calculates it, it will be able to upload it to YouTube. There are many options where you can upload the video after exporting. You just have to choose. Here there is such an important checkbox as Use Previous. If we set it that it won't recalculate what it has already recalculated, it won't affect everything green that was in the project, but it will only recalculate the previous files, if the formats don't match. If the formats match, it will simply copy them to a new video. There is Import into Project, where it imports it back. We also have Use Maximum Render Quality. This is more quality, but more time. If we enable this checkbox in both the sequence settings and the project settings, then it will work. It will make sense if we have high quality source materials, otherwise it's pointless. You can calculate the alpha channel separately if there is such a task, using render alpha channel only. We can set the start timecode if there are technical requirements, using set start timecode. For example, we need a timecode with an hour of video, so we enter here 1 hour. Then the timecode embedded in that video will start from 1 hour. Well, the most important functions are export and quen. The export will take place using the Premiere tools. While it's exporting the video, Premiere will be non-working. If we use quen, then the media encoder will run. It will calculate this task that will allow us to work with Premiere in parallel. And the most interesting thing is that we can run a parallel render in the media encoder. But as soon as we have some task in the Premiere that requires resources, media encoder will stop, but Premiere will work. And if you don't do anything in Premiere, then the media encoder will continue to render. This is a very cool feature that always helps. Let's run the quen to launch the media encoder that I want to say a few more words about.